And folks, look, I intend to do whatever it takes, as long as it takes, to support you, your state and local governments, to help you recover and rebuild these communities. The commitment began the day the fire started, December 30th, when the governor asked me for some urgent assistance. And because we had worked earlier, we had gotten a particular satellite in the sky to be able to be focused on y'all.
Today is the end of the Republic.
What is it?
And you know, the situation is a blinking code red for our nation, because the combination of extreme drought, the driest period from June to December ever recorded, unusually high winds, no snow on the ground to start, created a tinderbox, a literal tinderbox. And even if it was not your backyard, you could feel the ripple effects of what happened. And so, folks, think about when the Grizzly Creek fire hit Colorado in 2020, helping trigger that massive mudslide that washed out an entire section of I-70, adding hours to people's drives. And, you know, we can't ignore the reality that these fires are being supercharged. They're being supercharged by change in the weather. Not very far from here, as I was riding out with the governor, I was saying, Gov, this all looks familiar. I passed over that cemetery, I passed over that area before. I was on my way up to the facility that is one of the most advanced facilities in the country, and not the country, maybe in the world, to find alternatives to fossil fuels. You got, by the way, if you're ever able to see it, you know, we're going to have windmills you're going to see that have 100-yard wingspans each propeller on that windmill, 100 yards long. So there's so much that is going to be able to be done. And you know, when I visit the National Renewable Energy Lab, about 20 miles, I said, from here, it's also going to create a significant number of jobs. The reason I'm telling you this is that's no solace that you lost your home now, but it's that we're going to be able to do a lot of renewable things that allow you to not only rebuild, but afford to rebuild and rebuild better, to build back better than it was before. And it includes billions of dollars for wildfire preparedness, resilience, and response to protect homes and public resources. And folks, there's going to be a lot of good jobs we can create.
I didn't know we had a king. I thought we were an autonomous collective.
You're fooling yourself. We're living in a dictatorship.
And we're going to do by acting boldly. You know, but the bottom line here is we have to summon the courage to do something about it, to build back better as one nation. I got a recovery here in Boulder County. It's going to take a long time. I'm not going to kid you. But we're going to stay with you as long as it takes. We're going to be here for every step of the way, I promise. And it's going to be better. It's going to be better.
All remaining systems will bow to the First Order, and will remember this as the last day of the Republic.
And I thought, interestingly as well, she acknowledged all of the folks that lost pets. I think we've been so focused on loss of life and loss of homes that there hasn't been as much discussion about that, but the First Lady brought it up.
Yes, she did, and both her and the president both addressed in the speech that they acknowledge that they have not lost what these folks have lost in the past, but they also acknowledge that pets are seriously part of the family, and so they do understand that at least.
All right, Luis De Leon reporting from Louisville. Thank you, Luis. De Leon reporting from Louisville. Thank you, Luis.
The percentage that's really misled by these conspiracy theories, it's unclear to me. There's millions of messages out there, you know, where my name or Dr. Fauci's name is used. But do people really believe that stuff? You know, we're going to have to get educated about this over the next year and understand, you know, how does it change people's behavior? How should we have minimized this, either, you know, working with the social media companies or explaining what we were up to in a better way?